Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth Newsom and welcome to my BookTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tour of the bookshelves in my dorm room. So as you can see, this dorm is rather limited on space. And as I've also stated on these videos before, I keep a lot of books on Kindle or an ebook form. But with that said, I do have several physical books that I like to keep on my shelves. And a bookshelf tour is something that's really commonly done on BookTube that I've never actually done before. So I figured it's about time I do something to change that. So here is my little bookshelf. We have books here, and then we have more books down here. So we'll start at the bottom, and sorry about the lighting. I do have my portable little light thing right here, but I can't find a good way to position it because it creates weird shadows. So on this side, I have my school books. So we have biology and business and history, and there's American politics. And then on this side, I have different nonfiction books. So right here is the how-to nonfiction books. So we have Talk Like TED, Secrets of Mental Math. And then in the how-to section, we have the writing section. And I have some of my favorite writing books right here. Like there's Your First 1,000 Copies, Plot versus Character, Stein on Writing. And my parents also sent me this book called MFA versus NYC, kind of about American publishing, and it says The Two Cultures of American Fiction. So I haven't read that yet, but it looks interesting, so I kept it here. And then right here we have more like self-help and psychology nonfiction. So there's Thinking Fast and Slow down here because it wasn't going to fit otherwise. We have The 5 Love Languages, How to Win Friends and Influence People, 7 Habits for Highly Successful Teenagers, because the teenage version is the fun one. We have The Charisma Myth, we have some books by Malcolm Gladwell, and also a few books on marketing and entrepreneurship. So then let's move just a little bit up here. Most of this is just my school binders. I have Educated, which was a book we were required to read last semester, Common Sense Economics, which was a book my economics teacher sent to me. Alright, moving on up, we have this little section here, which is like my spiritual nonfiction section. So these are 2 devotional books, Not a Fan, Single, Engaged, Married. And then I have some apologetics like The Case for Christ, and I have 2 different Bibles. I know it seems probably a bit excessive to have 2 different Bibles, but one is like my Bring to Church Bible that's in more modern language. The other is a New King James Version Bible that I like to use for memorizing, so I just went with both of them. And sorry the computer's a bit wobbly. I'm having to hold it because I actually don't have a stand or anything I could use to prop it up to hold it this high. And then let's move up the next level. Sorry, I'm having trouble figuring out how to hold this. Yeah. So this is a little high for me, as you can tell. But anyhow, this is my fiction level. So I have the book Dry, which I bought from Barnes & Noble a while ago. That was in one of my book hauls. I haven't gotten around to reading it. I have Endless Possibilities, which was a book that I was sent to review a while ago, and I've reviewed it on my channel. I have 7 novels by Jane Austen, which I've only read the first 2, really. Then there's Obsidio, which is from the Illuminae files. And then another book I bought recently is A Curse So Dark and Lonely. As you can see right there. Oh my goodness, I'm terrible at holding this. I'm sorry. There, you can... Okay, wrong way. Wrong way. You know what? You get the idea. You get the idea. Anyway, Curse So Dark and Lonely is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and you might be like, another Beauty and the Beast retelling? But first of all, I love Beauty and the Beast. Secondly, this one's actually kind of interesting, because not only is there this, like, guy who's a beast, and who's been cursed, but the girl who's the main character in this story actually comes from, like, a modern world, so it's really a portal fantasy. Okay, and also the main character has cerebral palsy, so that's kind of interesting. I think it'll be a really interesting twist on a really classic story. And the one that I dropped is The Bride Collector by Ted Dekker. So essentially there's this serial killer who goes around killing beautiful women who are about to be brides. In this book, there's a special agent that goes to this center for those who are mentally ill and gifted, and he finds this young woman named Paradise who struggles with psychosis, and together they're trying to hunt down this serial killer. But of course, things kind of get turned on them. So that's the summary of this book. I've never read one of Ted Decker's thrillers. I've really only read his fantasy books. And on the very top shelf, which is worth mentioning, we have my protein powder. It's a new brand I bought that I'm trying out. It's also a bit less costly than the usual brand I buy. Well, there you guys have my dorm room bookshelf tour. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe because I post one video a week on books, writing, college, something like that. And in the comments, I'd love to hear from you guys, as always. Tell me, what are some of your top favorite physical books that you'd like to bring to a dorm or that are currently in your dorm? Let me know down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!